Konnichiwa, it's Classic Game Room, where I've got one of the most bizarre yet exhilarating games that you'll ever play. It's Sin and Punishment on the N64. I have no idea what this game's about, but it's a lot of fun.
Good morning, Iron.
Right, never have I been so confused and so entertained at the exact same time. Sin and Punishment.
Come on, we've got work to do.
This is a Japanese release for the N64 from the year 2000 by those fine folks at Treasure who will punish you for your sins or your good behavior and kind deeds. Either way, if you play this, you're going to get punished and love it.
Get bonus!
Sin and Punishment is basically a shooter on rails with some very awkward controls that take some time to get used to. In fact, this whole game takes some time to get used to, but once you get into it, it's absolutely amazing. In fact, I think it's one of the best video games you can play. It's really weird, but such a unique challenge that fans of arcade-style games should love this and get hours of enjoyment out of it. Because you're doing 2 or 3 things at once in order to survive and rack up a huge score. The game is guiding you through the levels as you run back and forth or roll back and forth. You're also able to jump or double jump and trying to shoot enemies with the analog thumbstick all at the same time on one of the most awkward controllers ever designed. But all of this, combined with the challenge that Treasure throws at you, makes it one of the best games on the N64 by far. Think of it as a 3D vertical scrolling spaceship shooter, which is pretty much what Treasure's known for anyway. And it's got some great cutscenes with terrible voice acting that make absolutely no sense. Evil Pokemon, anyone?
There's an enemy out there. A monster. I won't let it run free.
Thinking of revenge?
Thinking I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight after looking at that thing. Fortunately, I can hit it in the face with a sword. Yeah, this is one of these games that you gotta get into to get into, if you know what I mean. It took me quite some time to just come to terms with what the developers actually expected me to do. Because you have 2 different weapons, one of which locks onto enemies a little bit and the other one is stronger. The jump button is in a strange place. And if you get up close to enemies, you can also hit them with a sword or knock missiles back into them. Of course, it doesn't help that I can't read the instruction manual.
Get bonus!
Yeah, and I thought Akira was weird. But, you know, the gameplay is what steals the show here because it's addictive, it's fun, it's challenging, and at some point it'll just start to make sense. And I think you'll fall in love with Sin and Punishment. A sequel, or at least another game in the series, was released in the West on the Wii. However, Sin and Punishment was sent to Classic Game Room in a very international way, donated by Laurie in Finland and played on a Japanese N64 sent to the show by Felicity in England, plugged into a power strip that was probably made in China. There's a good chance that you haven't played anything quite like this, and it's a great experience. Highly recommended. In addition to just staying alive and destroying the things trying to kill you, if you blow up stuff in the background, you score points and also earn continues, which is great because then you can continue forever. And I think there's some more stuff in the game too, but since I can't read the menus or the instruction manual, I've just been enjoying the standard mode of gameplay.
Is he dead?
In a final bit of work justice, he just wanted the world to see him fight the ruffians in Saki. To humans, our power is an object of either hostility or worship. I guess Brad just didn't want to be hated by mankind.
I really don't know what's going on, but the fact is, if you love video games, this is one that you really want to play. Just book a flight to Japan and buy a few of them. Why not? So thanks again to Laurie from Finland for sending this to the show, and the N64 from Felicity. It's Sin and Punishment. With a title like that, you know it's got to be good and freaking weird. And Classic Game Room has the best fans in the world, so thanks to all of you for making this review possible. I'll raise my giant glass of sake. Cheers.
Is it safe to approach him?
We're just little insects to Saki. He won't bother us.
Hurry up and change him back to human form.
Saki's just forgetting his human heart.
I'll believe it when I see it.